Spelunker meets a roguelike sounds like a recipe for frustration. Nonetheless, the unlikely amalgam of one of the hardest games ever, made with a genre known for its unforgiving nature, has spawned Spelunky, a spunky little gem defined by randomized levels, permadeath, and quirky interactions that ask you to think on your feet, even as the very ground gives way. First released on the PC, Spelunky is now ready to run amok on the Xbox 360. As the intrepid Spelunker, it's your job to get rich or die trying. What may seem like a simple jump and whip platformer is actually a much deeper experience. You see, the randomized caverns don't just dictate where you hop, they also change the fundamental flow of how each life is played. Traps are hidden everywhere, tantalizing treasures lay behind dirt and stone, and the local wildlife is there to hector you at every turn, and often from the inside of every urn. Just as you get used to the variations in the mines, you'll find the palette shifting to the jungle, stocked with new traps and trials, and so on until the next. The multitude of moving parts that make up each stage will ask you to adapt and figure out how to use your limited arsenal in novel ways. Your limited number of bombs and ropes are key to excavating and escaping, though you must be mindful of these scarce resources. The game itself won't ever leave you in a quagmire, only you have the power to place yourself into an unescapable deadlock. See that rat scurrying around? Pick him up and chuck him at an arrow snare. Do shopkeepers have overpriced items you want? Try robbing them, but prepare to pay one way or another. Stranded damsels, dudes, and dogs offer rare health recovery with a kiss, but require you to rescue and carry them to the exit, placing them down when you want to whip at something or pick up another item. The sense of balance is laced throughout the cave system, like a ghost-enforced time limit that keeps you from lingering in safety. While you can learn from your mistakes and figure out scenarios, you won't be able to fine-tune some control quirks. The two movement rates are both a little off, with walking being a little slow, while sprinting is a tad too fast. Navigating tight spaces can also be irksome, eating up precious seconds, and the jumping mechanics don't muster much in the way of daring do. The local-only competitive multiplayer is a throwaway. It's too fast, chaotic, and deadly to highlight anyone's skill. Playing cooperatively is a lot of fun, but don't expect to make it that far. More likely than not, your partners will be the cause of your demise, and vice versa. The pixel-perfect PC aesthetics have switched to a balloony look with a whiff of cartoon-like complacency. There's something a little bit off-putting and phoned into them, though there's no shortage of animation. Luckily, the feel is evened out by the catchy music, which is as varied as the levels. Level randomization is a delicate tool and one that Spelunky wields well, placing its tiles just so to equally aggravate and entice. Play Spelunky to conquer it, keep playing to master it, and just remember to keep your eyes open for new danger and adventure.